All right, now let's start. If you haven't started yet, let's start putting SimplyWise Eating into practice. Some people are so ready, they just jump in, they start doing all 4 parts, and it feels like it works pretty well. Most of us, though, are going to do better doing this kind of step by step in a sequence. So I want to encourage you to start with eating breakfast. This is the first domino. If you can get breakfast right, it really sets you up for steadier energy, fewer cravings, less hunger throughout the whole day, and that changes everything. So think of it like putting in the first corner piece of our puzzle. Once breakfast is in place, the rest of the picture starts to come together easier. Like the opposite of dieting, right? This gets easier and easier. Dieting gets harder and harder. Different path. All right, so let's start with breakfast. We're going to go for a SimplyWise breakfast. There are 3 parts. There's a whole grain, a serving of fruit, and a serving of protein. So it might look like oatmeal with berries and Greek yogurt. It might look like scrambled eggs with vegetables and rice and fruit on the side. It can be what you had for dinner last night. It doesn't have to be fancy or complicated. Just need to have those 3 pieces together. Now, let's just clarify a couple of things. When I say whole grain, I don't mean packaged products that have a whole grain label slapped onto them. They're usually still highly processed. So I mean actual intact grains, oats, rice, quinoa, barley, wheat that's still intact. There are a few things you can find out there where you can eat the wheat that's still quite intact. The less it's been messed with, the more it's going to nourish you and actually keep you full and satisfied and avoid feeding cravings. Our approach to what to eat for breakfast comes from lots of conditioning and lots of habits. We really have grown up learning to have sugary cereals or pastries or skip breakfast altogether because we thought that was better. That is dieting mindset. We really want to leave that whole mindset of eat as little as possible behind, right? I remember feeling sometimes like the pastry I was eating, well, it's hardly anything. I'm hardly eating anything. That's good. No. That's not good. My body needs nourishment every day, several times a day. So dieting, trying to eat as little as possible, eating these things that are very convenient and very tasty, but not really even food, it backfires. So by the middle of the morning, you're starving, you're cranky, you're thinking about snacks. What can I have to eat? Wandering around the kitchen, foraging, what's in the cupboard, what's in the refrigerator. We don't want to live there anymore. SimplyWise is different. We focus on eating enough of the right foods at every meal. So this week I really want to encourage you to focus on SimplyWise Eating at breakfast. Find your grain, find your fruit, find your protein for breakfast, and you're eating enough of it that your body is nourished and satisfied for many hours. The blueprint now, if you want to see the exact quantities they're in there, most people are not going to eat enough until they get to those quantities, but really start focusing on this abundance, this enoughness for breakfast and eating the right things. And it makes snacking and preoccupation with food and hunger and cravings start to fade away very naturally. It makes the whole process easier. So that's your challenge this week. Choose 1 or 2 SimplyWise breakfasts you actually like and eat one of those every day. Don't overthink it. Pick something you'll enjoy, you'll look forward to, and you'll easily repeat. Oatmeal with fruit and nuts, eggs with rice and fruit, leftovers from dinner with a piece of fruit. Keep it simple. As you do this, notice how your body feels. Notice how your mind feels. Are you thinking better? Do you have more energy through the morning? Are you calmer, clearer, less hungry? Does it feel easier to go to lunch without thinking about eating or snacking? Don't worry about changing everything else yet. We don't really work that way, right? Don't worry about snacks or treats right now. Just focus on getting breakfast and noticing the difference. And that's 1 domino. And once that one falls, the next one gets easier.